welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Susan and this is Rooted Word. Well, I must say thank you very much to everyone who has given a comment, who has shared, who has liked, who has been blessed by this and who has subscribed. By the way, karibu sana my new subscribers. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. I hope now we all have come to see how important it is to always start the year with the Lord, to plan with the Lord. And I'm so grateful for this journey. It's something new that I have decided to do, and then I decided to share. And so I hope by now we all have seen that it's good to plan with the Lord. It's good to ask him, Lord, what are your plans for me? 2026, what are your plans for me? Now, specifically January, February, March, all the way till December. And even weekly, even daily, we're like, am I on track? Am I doing good? So yeah, that's a good thing. I'm sure right now we've already done that. We have our plans written down. I'm sure we've checked our heart posture. Remember, why are we doing what we're doing? Is it just to benefit me, or is it going to be of in the Lord's service and in his purpose and in his will? And also now we realize there's a lot of gaps which we are willing to count the cost. I'm sure we all decided to count that cost in those gaps, and we are willing to pay. We are really willing now to really do it, to pay it, so that we make the necessary changes, that we will not return to any vomit. You guy, we are not like that dog that vomits and then returns back to its vomit. No, we are people who have done a quick in-depth review. We have seen where things have gone wrong. We have gone back to the Lord. We have counted our cost. We have checked our heart posture. All things are now ready, set, and go. Yeah, but I just wanted to come back and say, as I was doing all this, something came up. I'm looking at my notes, guys. So something came up and I was like, so in counting the cost, we are now really going back. Remember those things, our family, our health, our nation building, all the consciousness. We need to be organized, because God is he's organized too. So when you're counting the costs, we now need to factor them in and put them down. And we need clarity. We need we need what am I trying to say? We need like a calendar of events now. We really need to put it down and to block out that thing that we are saying we are going to do. So the clarity is now in helping you move in the process. Okay, what do I mean? How can I explain it? So let's say one of the things in your goals is to have better relationships, and maybe better relationship with your family members. So what does that mean? It means you've said to yourself, we are going to be having family dinner twice a week. All right. So, okay, that's good. It's very good. If you've put, this is what you're going to do twice a week. You're going to be having dinner. So that means in a month, that's 6 times in a month, you'll be having dinner. Great. Now my question would be, is it in the calendar? Does the family know? How did you get to, is it a restaurant, or are you going to be cooking at home? Is the budget known? If you're going to be having twice a week family dinner, so maybe one day you say you're having it at home, the other time you're going out to a restaurant. If you're going to be having it at home, who sets the menu? Who's on duty cooking and cleaning? Is it a combined thing with the family, or is it just you as the person who said you are going to do it? Yeah. Do you want requests from people on the menu if you're doing it at home? If you've decided you're going to be going out to a restaurant, have you sent out the memo, and people have done their polls and said in January, all the Januaries which we're going to be having family dinners, these are the restaurants we want to go, this is the budget we want to maintain. Are people going to chip into that budget? So it's good to say you want to improve your relationship with your family. It's good to say you want to have dinner twice a week with your family. It's even good to break it down and say one of those dinners will be at home and the other one will be out. Now, there's some more details that need to be put there. And then that has to be shared out to everybody. So another relationship would be like your friends, like for me, my girlfriends. I have a friend of mine, Goiri. We like to do stuff together. So we're here, we are planning, and I have to be like, okay, so what's the budget? Where do we want to go? Do we require visas? All these things, yeah. So we get to knowing the nitty gritties, and then block off that time, and I have to put it in my diary so that it doesn't conflict. Or when somebody says, oh, I need you in May, I say, no, I'm not available because I'll be going on a trip from this time to this time, and that's, I will not be there, and I don't even want to be on Zoom or online, whatever it is, yeah. So you really need to really now get into the details. Remember, you are the details. Faithfulness is in the details. We have to be faithful. Now we are stewarding the cost. Time is a cost. Money is a cost. Everything, you are getting to the nitty gritty. So let all things be done decently and in order. That is from 1 Corinthians 14:40. Yeah. So we need to now wrap this all up and now put it in our diary, block it, and really now be able to, because we can then be able to track it. Because you see, all this, we need to be able to track it to see, are we successful or are we falling behind? So it's the same thing with finances. Am I investing every week 100 shillings or 1,000 shillings? Where am I investing my 1,000 shillings? Is it in MMF? Where am I putting this 1,000? Yeah. If it's the car insurance or whatever it is, how much am I putting in the stocks, in the shares, and where specifically are these? Am I going to buy? Not just waking up today and saying, oh, I want to buy shares. And then I have 5K and then I just buy shares. No, I have to plan it to the T so that I'll be able to do what? To track it. I need to be able to track it. So when you're doing now all this, I just said polite reminder, that's another cost. Now this is really money, shillings and cents, yeah? So I pray that you have gone, or you are getting to that point where now you are putting it in the diary. Now you are able to see it is written, it is visible, and it's trackable. Because Habakkuk 2, when it says, write the vision and make it plain, this is what it's talking about. You must be so specific. God is so specific, you guys. He's so specific. Yeah? And it's not to make you feel less than or more than or whatever. No, it's so that it is visible. The person who can come and help you can see it. If you're going to have to do a pitch, you already know your numbers. It's visible, it's trackable, and it's written. All right? And then now you must once again go back to God, because maybe now you realize, I may need 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So go back. Every time, I think one of the things, before you meet with your girlfriends, your men friends, do your review with the Lord. Every week you must set aside time, review your goals with the Lord. Come back and tell him, you know what? I've now put this in the calendar and I've realized, I may not have understood this particular part, but this is the cost, and your God, you provide all things. I know you to be provided for, but this is how it's going to be done. So go back to the Lord. And I think having a weekly review, if possible, will be a best. For me, I think at the end of the week, tracking my money and tracking what I've done at the end of the week. Did I do the 15 minutes walking? Did I do the 15 minutes stretching? Did I drink 3 liters or 2 liters of water? Now they're all written down. Did I do the dinner? Did I budget for this? All those things. And wherever I fell short, then I understand why did I fall short and what am I supposed to do for the next week, so that every week I'm making what? I'm making progress. Remember, I want you guys to remember that it is God who gives you the power to create wealth. That's Deuteronomy 8:18. It is God who gives you the power to create wealth. And what is wealth? It is actually the plans that he has for you. They are always wealthy. It's for you to be wealthy, to be prosperous, and to come to a good end. You want to end 2026 wonderfully. You want to hear, well done, my good and faithful servant. Yeah, so even when it doesn't feel easy, when it doesn't feel, just humble yourself at the end of the day. It's not going to be straightforward. I don't think so. This is a journey. It's an adventure. It's something out of your comfort zone. So just have that attitude. For me, I'm just like, I'm going into new places. I need new habits, new territories, new ways of thinking, new mindsets, new skills, I may need to learn this and that and that. It can be overwhelming, but with God, remember, his ways are not my ways, his thoughts are not my thoughts. So when I bring this back to him, he makes it easier for me, maybe, and breaks it down for me so that I will be able to do what? To achieve it. So when it feels really hard, and even when it feels very easy, go back to the Lord, speak with him, review your 2026 goals, get your vision board now done vizuri, get your prayer board now done vizuri, and put everything in your calendar and then get tracking. It's not easy, by the way. If one of the things I learned last year, tracking, especially money, you guys, do you know, I started seeing transaction cost. There's pay bill cost, there's transaction cost. Wait, I was about to cry. You guys. I'm like, wow, M-Pesa is one of the most expensive ways to do anything, you know? And so even this year, I'm like, I think I'll go back to a lot of cash transactions, because in as much as M-Pesa is very efficient and quick and everything, the transaction cost, am I really willing to pay that price? For some things, yes, and for some things, no. You know, for some things, no. So I hope that you will remember that God will give you the wisdom, the courage, the way forward, the tricks that he has. He can hide you, he will guide you, he will cover you, he will uphold you, all the good things. You know, so trust in the Lord. Be very honest with the Lord. Seek him weekly, all the time, daily, obviously. But when it comes to your agenda, when it comes to the plans, have your meeting with him, book that meeting, put aside time, let nobody don't have interruptions and distractions, and then move forward. So this is your season. This is the time for your assignment. God is going to build your capacity for it. You don't have to worry. And I'll leave you with this. It says, unless the Lord builds the house, the builders labor in vain. Unless the Lord is your foundation for 2026, you're going to labor in vain. So I hope this journey has been one that has brought you joy. It has brought me a lot of joy. It has brought me a lot of aha moments. And one thing I didn't mention, and I think you should budget for, and it should be part of your goals, is to have fun. This is not something that should make you feel, like it's such a tedious task, it's such a burden. No, it is having fun with the Lord, creating the vision and purpose that God has for you 2026 with him. Man, God is fun. By the way, I think he has a very interesting sense of humor, and factor in fun, factor in rest, factor in laughing. Laugh at yourself when you do silly things. I'm always laughing at myself. And yeah, make joy also a goal. Enjoy. You know, the Bible says this is the day the Lord has made. We shall rejoice and be glad in it. Even in your plans, even in your goals, you must rejoice and be glad in them. So I would just say, don't make it so rigid in such a way that now it becomes like something you don't want to do. Make it fun, make it exciting. I think working with the Lord you just expect the unexpected, expect miracle signs and wonders, and I'm sure it's going to be a journey full of just testimony. So in the place of fun, there's Ecclesiastes 3:13. Ecclesiastes 3:13, it says that each of them may eat and drink and find satisfaction in all their toils, that this is the gift of God. So fun is a gift of God. You must be happy. You must have a good 2026. That is, he says it. He wants you to be prosperous. He says it's going to be marvelous. You're going to enjoy it. So please, budget, factor in some fun. In closing, I hope this has really helped you. It has really helped me. I am now offering a PDF of Planning with God, just something simple that you can use, that I am also using, because this has been a real revelation, and I'm just like, wow. I think I'll be doing it this way from now on. I will not be offering so many other things, but just the basic planning, what I've just been talking about in the last 3 videos. And I hope it will be a blessing for you. It's going to be very effortless for you to have it. And so enjoy that Planning with the Lord, or Planning with God 2026. And may 2026 be a year of clarity, obedience, growth, and joy as you work it out and walk it out with the Lord. So until the next one, I just want to say thank you so much. Please like, share, and subscribe. And remember, all things are possible with the Lord. All things are possible with the Lord. There's nothing too hard that he cannot do, including your goals, including whatever the desire of your heart is. He's there, he's able, he just wants to invite you to do it with him so that you can have a fellowship, a relationship, intimacy, and partnership with him in 2026. Until the next one, I say thank you and bye-bye.